Hello, my friends. This is the regularly scheduled live stream we have every day, every week on Sundays between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. For the near term, for the next few weeks, we're going to be covering the SPY dailies a week at a time on these live streams, and then we'll finish off with any questions and answers that any members may have. If you're not a YouTube member, you're not able to ask questions on these lives anymore. The only other way that you'll be able to ask questions for these lives is if you're one of our subscribers through the website, then you've got the Discord channels, and there's a live stream questions channel in our Discord where I'll be answering those questions as well. Now, if you're new to the channel, I'm going to go through the day-by-day chart behavior, or excuse me, I'm going to go through the hour-by-hour chart behavior for each day of the coming week for SPY. I'm going to talk about the behavior on the high side and the lows low and any trades that I see. It's important to understand that as far as the timing is concerned, it's usually on point, but it's really the sequence of chart events as outlined by the prediction that you should pay closest attention to. The timing is usually on point, sometimes even to the minute, but there's also cases where it could be plus or minus a couple hours. I would consider that a really bad reading, but it happens, so be prepared. All right, so here for January 27, 2025, currently 8:10 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $607.97 USD. The overall theme of behavior for SPY on the 27th, we have a period of sideways rotation and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of sideways rotation. Usually when we see the Queen of Discs, we're revisiting a support level that was recently a past opportunity. Behavior on the high side, we have a nullified swiftness card, so likely there's a fast sudden move higher into the high, but then some sort of chart behavior that counteracts that move higher, i.e. some sort of bearish behavior that happens after the high most likely. Behavior around the lowest low, we've got the Queen of Swords, a period of volatility, and a sharp drop that'll stand out in that period of volatility. I'm advised to trade around an important technical price level on a multi-day scale, on like a 1 month scale, probably minimum. So if you've been following along and you're following along on the live Discord, then likely you got into a short position on the 24th, the 23rd or the 24th. Really, either day would have worked. And so far, so good. My expectation is to close out. Where did it go? To close out of that short position, probably before 11 o'clock at a notable decline, probably off of a near overbought crest. In the pre-market, we have sideways rotation or some sort of tricky chart behavior. Be careful not to do the wrong thing impulsively based on that chart behavior. Right around the open or just before the open, maybe there's a bit of a rally into a brief peak that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels out of the open into sideways rotation in that first half hour. A near overbought crest or peak that we sell off from through multiple supports into a trough there, probably around 10:30, and then out of that trough, starting out of a decline, a big move from the bottom of the range all the way to the top of the range. Looks like we probably return to, probably have a day's high after that low. So this is likely 10:30, likely be a lowest low for the day, and then we have a day's high probably around 12 o'clock. There's a big move out of that low, pushing the upper end of a range higher, starting from that trough with sideways rotation probably, and moving into a move that pushes the upper end of a range higher into a high there around 12 or somewhere between 12 and 1. A decline from that high down to and through support to another support. We'll do some sideways rotation and then break down through multiple supports there. This is a really tricky reading, guys. A lot of volatility in the last 3 hours of trading, really. Very likely we're going to see the high again around 2 o'clock and then a sharp decline off of that high. An important resistance level highlighted in the last hour that we should decline from and return to at least once there in like the last hour, or if not, we'll see it in the not too distant future, probably like the 28th or something like that. Likely an unexpected move to the upside right at the close. And what we're looking for there, guys, is this price level, the important price level on a 1 month scale minimum. Interesting. See that Stein's card right there appearing right here. Yeah, so we probably end near highs. It's hard to say for sure because it's a nullified card, but either way, we're likely going to be at a higher price level on the 28th in the morning or in the pre-market. So what I would do is close out of shorts here, and you might consider opening up a long at that same time and closing the long when we hit this high around 12 o'clock. Excuse me, my friends. Oof. Pretty exhausted from this injury. So if you missed that opportunity at that high around 12 o'clock, likely another opportunity around 2 o'clock. I wouldn't wait for it. Only use it if you must. And then if there's this resistance level on a multi-day scale that we decline from and then return to, I would say right at this unexpected move at the close, likely an opportunity to open up a short, but it might make sense. I think I would probably open up the short at that resistance. If we see an important resistance or important technical price level on a 1 month chart minimum here around the close or in the last hour, you could open up a short again, close the longs, and then probably close the long here actually right at the open on the 28th. In any case, that's January 27, 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. If you're just joining us, guys, we're covering the SPY by the hour for the coming week. We do this every Sunday for the foreseeable future. And then after that, we're going to take some questions and answers. If you're looking to ask questions on the actual YouTube, you need to be a YouTube member. You just go to the YouTube channel, Tarot for Traders, and join. $50 a month gets you questions on the live. The other way that you could ask questions is through our Discord channel. If you're one of our paid subscribers through the website, then you have access to the live Discord trade alerts and the live stream question channel. All right, so let's get into it. This is SPY for January 28th, 2025. Currently, SPY is $607.97 USD. The overall theme of behavior for the day, we have a decline offering opportunity to open up a long position. Behavior around the high is high. An unexpected move to the upside into the high for the day, where we should likely have a failed attempt to break through resistance and a decline through key support. Behavior around the low, so likely we see two lows for the day. Move higher out of a low through key resistance. We stay above it briefly and break back down through it shortly thereafter with the full retracement. So we likely see two lows. And I'm advised to trade around a period of volatility that ends with a fast sudden move higher. In the pre-market, we've got a high at a key technical price level on a multi-day scale. A cash out opportunity right around the open when we're bumping along resistance sideways before a sharp drop through multiple support levels taking place in that first half hour. The Magus card making for a bit of a tricky scenario. I think we probably move to the upside again. So likely out of a trough around 10 o'clock, we move to the upside back to a peak. Likely not to be as high as the high from the pre-market, but we should have multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance between roughly 11 and 12, and possibly right around 12 we have a high again. A lot of volatility from 12 to 1, and then a U-shaped dip into a low for the day taking place between 1 and 2, followed by a prominent move higher, a big move to the upside, starting around 2 o'clock out of a trough or low, move higher, and then a full retracement back down. Sideways rotation in the last hour with a sharp drop that'll stand out, and then more decline in the post-market, likely taking us into a lower price level on the 29th. Yeah, so if you open up a short at the open, you want to do so before a sharp decline. Could close a short at a trough here around 10 o'clock. Probably open up a long there. It's a little tricky, but you'd open up a long if we're at a lowest low around 10 o'clock and close that long at multiple failed attempts to break through key resistance near highs in that 11 to 12 o'clock hour. Any significant decline in the last couple hours is going to offer opportunity to open up a long position. And you would look to close that long position at this Ace of Swords, which is likely a revisiting of this price level from the end of the day on the 27th. Let's see. Yeah, very likely. And that's SPY for January 28th, 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. Guys, if you're just joining us, we're doing the hour-by-hour chart behavior for SPY for the coming week. We do this every Sunday between 8 p.m. and 9 p.m. Eastern. We will follow afterwards, after the SPY. So when we complete January 31st, we'll then go into questions and answers. There's two ways that you can ask questions. Either as a YouTube member, $50 a month, go to the channel and subscribe and join. Or if you're a paying subscriber on our website, Tarot for Traders, then you've got access to the Discord Trade Alert channel where we answer questions on the live stream for people. This is the SPY one-day reading for January 29, 2025. SPY at the time of this reading, $607.97. The overall theme of behavior for the day, we have kind of a flat day, it looks like. At least at some point throughout the day, it's kind of, we come to like a flat type of sideways behavior. Behavior around the highest high, though, we do have a rally increasing with momentum moving forward in time into the high. Behavior around the low is slow. We rally into key resistance and then decline from that resistance pretty sharply into the low. I'm advised to trade around bearish price swings and or a sharp drop that'll stand out on a one-day chart. In the pre-market, we have a prominent move higher through key resistance. We stay above it briefly, break back down through it shortly thereafter with a full retracement. Interesting. Okay, so I don't think I would open up a long here on the 28th because my sense is that the low, there's a lower price level early in the morning on the 29th. I might open a partial long there because this is in pre-market, so it might be that we missed the opportunity to close out of the long. Hard to say, guys, but either way, there's this big move out of a low right around the open. We go from like a high to a low, back to a high. So a U-shaped dip from a high at the open, and then this big move to the upside with a breakout back to a high between roughly 10 and 11. Price swings between 11 and 12. We go from a trough into another peak or high around 12. And that's that key resistance that we likely saw at the end of the day on the 27th. We decline from that resistance into sideways rotation. Sideways rotation ends somewhere between 1 and 2 with a fast sudden move higher, or somewhere between 1 and 3 with a fast sudden move higher. And we'll know that that fast sudden move higher is ended because we'll see more sideways rotation. In the last hour, a prominent move higher, full retracement, and then an unexpected move higher at the close, with a low maybe in the hard to say, but there's either a low at the close that we have an unexpected move out of, or we're going to see, I think it's actually talking more about this queen here. So likely that's a lower price level on the following day. Interesting. We'll have to look at that closely as we move towards the 30th, because so the daily and the monthly are not saying exactly the same thing. So it probably means it's a combo of the two. Happens occasionally, but it makes for a very, very tricky reading. So what you'd want to do is exit out of longs at this resistance that were opened up here at the end of the day on the 28th, or maybe first thing in the morning, probably at the end of the day on the 28th, actually. You want to close out of those longs there. You could open up a short there around 12 o'clock at that resistance. I would close that short on the 30th in the morning. And that's SPY for January 29, 2025. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. Blessings to all my angel investors. This is SPY for January 30th, 2025. Currently, it's January 26, 2025, 8:23 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $607.97. Significant decline on a decline through multiple support levels as the overall theme for the 30th. Behavior around the high side, prominent move higher, full retracement, then move back down, and a significant amount of sideways rotation near the day's low. Also, probably a lot of price change into the low. The nullified trade card, nullified prudence card as the trade significator makes for a tricky day to trade. In the pre-market, we have a period of volatility ending with a fast sudden move higher, and likely that's after a sharp decline, or if it's not after a sharp decline, then right at the open, we likely have a sharp decline into key support and sideways rotational on key support there in that first half hour. Between roughly 10 and 11, a near overbought crest that we sell off from through multiple support levels. We revisit a support level between roughly 11 and 12. There's a rally into key resistance between 12 and 1, followed by decline through key support back into lows somewhere between 12 and 3 o'clock, but probably somewhere between 1 and 2. Either way, that there's an important. It'll be a low at an important support level that can be relied upon and trusted in most cases. It'll be important on a multi-day scale, and that would be opportunity to open up a long position there around that low before a huge move to the upside back into highs for the day, or highest highs for the day in the last hour. A full card opportunity probably right at the open on the 31st. I would close out of shorts here. Again, guys, the best way to trade this information, if you've got early access on our website, Terra for Traders, then you've got the live Discord trade alerts for SPY. You've got the live updated trading view charts for SPY. That's the most effective way to trade this information. What we're going through right now is more of an expectation. Usually we're on point, not always, but really the smartest way to trade this is with the early access subscription. I'll show you guys how to get that at the end of the video. And this is SPY for January 31st, 2025. It's currently January 26th, 2025, 8:25 p.m. Eastern Time. SPY at the time of this reading, $607.97 USD. The overall theme of behavior for the day, bearish price swings and/or a sharp drop that'll stand out on within a period of, will stand out on a one-day chart. Behavior on the high side, 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. Likely, the high is either here at the close, or again here at the open on the 31st. Behavior around the lowest low and a notable reversal that'll stand out on at least a one-day chart. And another nullified trade card. In the pre-market, a notable move higher, continuing into the open where we have this breakout into a high. And then we have a brief peak there that's easily missed, followed by a decline through multiple support levels in the first half hour. Then another significant move to the upside, like a fast sudden move higher taking place out of a low, somewhere between 11 and 12. And then that fast sudden move higher is followed by a decline increasing with momentum moving forward in time between 12 and 1. Volatility between 1 and 2 with a sharp drop that'll stand out, taking us into another low there between roughly 2 and 3. A prominent move higher out of that low, followed by a full retracement. And then another big move in the last hour, reaching for distant resistance, possibly taking us to another high. Guys, I think I'm probably going to have to cut it short. I apologize. I need to adjust my back brace. It's feeling kind of strange. So I'm going to have to do the question and answers on the live, or excuse me, on the Discord. So just look out for that a little bit later today. And that's SPY hour by hour for the last week of January. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. Much love and appreciation to everybody watching. Thank you for your patience with these unedited videos that we're putting out. If you're not aware, we had a major back injury. We're healing very, very fast, guys. We're walking, talking proof of the law of attraction. And you'll see within just a couple of weeks, we should be back to normal. Even though they're talking about like 2 months. It just seems preposterous with when I think about how fast I'm healing. It it doesn't seem that far away. But with that said, I got to be careful. So I'm going to adjust my brace. And if you're on the Discord, look out for me to answer those questions a little bit later tonight. Much love and appreciation. Oh, and guys, before I leave, there's 2 special offers I want to let you guys know about. I posted them in the Angel Investor Discord channel. I'm going to drop them in the public Discord right now as we speak. 2 special offers for 1-year readings. So the first special offer, you can order any ticker. You can order any crypto or ticker and get the 2025 1-year and the 2026 1-year for that ticker for $750. That's $250 off. And then we've got a really, really popular The other special offer is a really popular one. It's 3 1-year readings for the price of 2. So for $1,000, you're getting 3 1-year readings, and that's for any year that you choose. It could be 2025, 2026, or so on. Dropping the link for that in the public Discord as well. Much love and appreciation to anybody that goes ahead and pulls the trigger on those. Channel is looking to raise some money, so hopefully these will be enticing to some people as usual. And I should also add, they are limited time, limited quantity, so don't miss out on that. They're only going to be around probably for like another day. Much love and appreciation. Blessings, my friends. I will see you guys on the next one.